Thank you for joining us as we take a look at user-defined functions. User-defined functions contain custom code to do anything you want them to do, and are especially useful for actions that must be repeated throughout one or many programs. Their names must start with the letters FN, and like variables, string functions must have a $sign at the end of their name. Variables can be passed in and out of functions. Define a function using the def statement. To demonstrate a user-defined function, I'm going to write a simple one that will calculate the shipping price for our little product list data file. So I'm going to add, in our program WritePro that we worked up last time, another option, P, for price. And then I'm going to change our if statement a little bit. And we can reuse our open and read statements. And change the edit to price for this section. And our function will be let ship price equal fn ship of weight. Ship price is our variable, fn ship is the name of the function, and weight is the variable that we'll be passing into it. And then I'll have it print the ship price. Next, we'll define our function after the end statement, and you'll always use the def statement, the function name, and then in parentheses any variables that will be passed in. And then our function is simply a calculation to determine the shipping price based on the weight. And user-defined functions always need to end with an FNEND statement. So when our program comes to the function, it'll calculate the shipping price and then return it to print up here. Then save, compile, and run to check it out. To remove some of the repetitiveness of coding, BR allows you to place code and functions in certain programs, which become libraries, to be used from other programs. FileIO is an example of this. It provides functions for opening, reading, writing, and rewriting data by calling library functions and passing variables through them. Or you can create your own using the library statement. User-defined functions can include the library keyword, which makes them accessible from any other program. To do this, you need to add a library statement, then a colon, and the name of the functions in the program that will be used in the library. This tells our program that it is the library where it finds the function. And then you also need to add library to the def statement. Once it's a library, you can access that user-defined function from any other program. To demonstrate this, I'm going to write a simple program. Always clear, just in case you have any lines already in your business rules open. Then library, WritePro, which is the name of the program, which is now functioning as a library, colon, and the function name. And then let ship price equal fn ship of weight and print ship price. Notice that when you list your program, BR will add the let to line 20. And let's go ahead and run it. So this short program accesses the function in our write_pro program and does the calculation to return the ship price. Next, let's take a look at some of the functions in the FNEND library. To use FNEND or any library, simply add the library statement, the name of the library, in this case FNEND in quotations, a colon, and then the functions you're going to use from that library. In this case, we're just using FN copy file as an example. Multiple functions should be separated by commas. Let's take a look at the function itself in FNEND. Here in the FNEND library, we have the definition of the library function FN copy file, which simply copies a file. As you can see, it requires you to put the from file name, dimension to 255. Notice that these need to be string variables. To do the to file name, dimension to 255. And notice the semicolon. The semicolon divides the required elements of the function from the non-required elements. And so here's other things you could add, but they're not required. And you can see the rest of the code in the FN copy file function. So in our program, you have to make sure that you've opened the FNEND library as a library to access, and then go ahead and write the function use in. You always use the let statement when using a function. And in our previous example, if we're expecting information back, you say let variable equal the outcome of the function. In this case, we're not expecting information back, so we just say let function name. In this case, FN copy file. The from file is product list, and the to file will be product list 2. Then go ahead, save, compile, and run your program, and you can see it created a duplicate product list 2 in your folder. And that's user-defined functions and library statements. Thanks for joining us, and next we'll take a look at proc files.